Are we ready? Oh, my stomach's gonna start growling.
Why?
Did I have lunch?
Yes, French fries.
Oh, right. I forgot. You ready to get into a fight? Let's start a riot.
Why are we fighting?
Because it's been like a whole week since we had a fight on camera.
What are you doing?
Fixing your eyebrows.
It can't help it, Jamie. They're going their way.
I'm
getting old. I'm getting old. The eyebrows are getting out of line. It's just human nature.
It's just human natural. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games
and
fixing the mic.
Yeah, that mic, man. I don't know. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. Sometimes it just can't get level. Please tell me that people understood that. Is that just Canadians?
Level.
When I'm up, I can't get down, can't get down, can't get level. When I'm up, I can't get down, get my feet back on the ground. Whoa, I can't get down.
That's catching us now.
Are we gonna get demonetized?
Oh, we sang it that good.
Good.
You guys want to buy our CD? Today's another episode of Board Games and Brew, brought to you by the Boardroom Game Cafe mugs. Guess what kind of tea I have?
Peppermint.
Twinings.
English breakfast?
Twinings peppermint. You got Twinings English breakfast. We are here today to do another installment, or second installment, of 5 more games that we disagree on. There's a hair in between my eyes. We've done this before, a few months ago, I believe, where Jeff and I talked about 5 games that we just disagree on. Whether that be a game that I love and he's mad on, or vice versa. Maybe Jeff really likes a game and I don't think it's that great. Doesn't necessarily mean that we hate the game. Hate's a strong word. Maybe we strongly dislike them, or we just don't ever want to play them. Or maybe we do. Right, Crazy Brows?
You pissing me off today.
We have 5 more games to talk about today, and we own 3 of them. We might soon own 4 of them. Not by my choice, though. All right, Jeff, are you ready to start?
Yep.
Shall we start with this one? So the first game that we are going to be talking about is Horrified from Ravensburger Games, a game that I love. I love this game. Jeff always makes fun of me because all I ever do is say how much I love games, but I do love this game.
Someone needs to do a love counter on how many times Jamie says love in a video.
I love it. I love it.
Could be a drinking game. Every time Jamie says love, you have to take a shot.
Just
Bet
watch
you it wouldn't take long.
our top 50 list. I loved every game on that list. Horrified is a board game that is cooperative. It is all about you and your team trying to defeat the universal monsters. What do I love about this game besides everything? Number 1, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful blues and yellows. Number 2, I love the universal monsters. It's like the classic monsters, Frankenstein and Dracula and the Invisible Man and the Swamp Thing guy and the Frankenstein's bride and who else is in this game? The Wolf Man.
She loves it so much she doesn't even know who's in it.
I love the theme. I love how it works. We're not huge fans necessarily of co-op games all the time.
No, I think we're getting
That's growing
tough,
on
though.
us. It's tough. It's
If
tough.
it's just you and I, we do. We like playing campaign
We've never
games and
played
stuff
this,
together.
just the 2 of
No.
us. I wonder what we would think.
Well, I know what you would think, and I know what
I
I
would
would
love
think.
it. I think I would love it. I don't find it overly complicated, but it is difficult.
Mhm.
It's very challenging. You can choose the different level or variation of challenge. You can switch up the monsters. I think it's really punishing, but in a really fun way. I love the theme, and I don't know, I just love this game, and Jeff bought it for me, even though he's not a huge fan of it. So I love that too. How do you feel about Horrified?
So, Horrified is, I don't know, I think I'm lukewarm on it. If people want to play it, I will play it, which has happened, because not only Jamie, but Jason loves this game, and
yeah, Jason thinks it's beautiful
Jamie's
too.
niece Acacia also loves this game. I'll play it when people want to play it. 2 things here. 1, I don't have the same connection to the Universal Monsters that you guys do, so that theme doesn't...
Didn't you grow up watching
No,
these
I didn't.
movies?
I did not. I didn't really grow up watching a lot of horror movies.
He doesn't even like Teen Wolf. So embarrassing.
That theme doesn't draw me in as much as it does you guys. And secondly, I find it just too, move here, do X.
Name a game that's not.
I know.
X.
Once I said it, I was like, okay, that's literally every game. But there's
Yeah.
something about this where I just feel like I'm kind of monotonously just moving pieces around. I don't know. For some reason in this game, I don't get pulled in. I don't get drawn in by the mechanics or the theme. I just think it's overly simplistic. and I don't ever get excited playing it.
How would you feel for different monsters? Like, are there
Maybe.
any monsters that would make you feel excited? Like, if it were,
Yeah, I think if it was more the mainstream monsters.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, if it was like that or Pennywise.
What about if it were like Disney monsters?
No, because I'd just play villainous. No, if it was like Pennywise and Freddy Krueger and like Jason and stuff like that, that would probably pull me in better. Yeah, again, I don't mind playing it. I love it. I'm never going to gravitate towards it, and every time I play it, I'm just going to feel okay about it. And that's fine, I think.
Well, I'm going to get the other one too, and then we'll play both of them, and then you will have a great okay time. That's the first game that we disagree on. We started off light, because it is a game that we both really enjoy playing. Okay, I really enjoy playing it. It's a game that we really enjoy playing, because Jeff loves playing games that I love, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about the next one, which is Quantum. This is a you game. Tell the people what Quantum is.
Quantum, I mentioned it in our previous video, but Quantum is a game that I've reinvigorated my love for. I always loved it, but it's just a game Jamie does not enjoy.
What is the game even about?
So in Quantum, you have dice that you're manipulating, and your dice represent different ship types. The one face of the die is your big mothership, and it's slower, can do more damage. Ultimately, you're trying to chess piece your way with your dice around this board to place your quantum cubes onto planets. The first person to get all of their quantum cubes onto a planet wins the game. And that's basically it. It's a race to get those quantum cubes out. There's some other ways to kind of do things. There's some combat. Ultimately, that's the basic premise of Quantum. It's very strategic. It's very...
boring.
It's very beautiful. The dice are transparent. They're lovely. It's very hard to find, in general, the game. And I don't know why Jamie hates it so much, to be completely honest.
It's boring.
But it's very thinky, and you have to plan turns and make sure you're doing things properly. And I love it. I just love the theme. I love the components are beautiful. And I like how deep and thinky the strategy is. I
think that this game is... What's the word I'm looking for? I feel like I've said it 5 times already. Boring. It is literally just dice and cubes. And then it's like, now this dice does this. But here's its special power. It can switch with this other dice. Ooh,
how is that not cool?
Why? But then what's the point? Because then you switch it with another dice and you're just like, well, now I got to use this dumb power.
Because
that's probably like move the dice up one.
Because the point is you can only place a quantum cube if your dice around the planet match the planet's number. So you have to have an 8 on your dice total to place a quantum cube on the 8th planet.
I don't think I know how to play this game.
Okay, we got major issues here.
Okay, number 1, I don't know how to play the game. But number 2, it's because it doesn't draw me in. The dice are pretty, sure. I love a good dice. But I just don't, I guess I don't know, maybe I just don't care about what the purpose of it is. Like, I just think every time we play it, I'm like, oh, wow, okay. And then I'm just like, well, I guess I'll do this. Your turn. And I guess I'll do this. And I guess I'll move this dice. I think maybe if instead of dice, they were like ships, like actual ships or something.
But again, a key component of the game is that you can like...
It's very visually unappealing to me.
Okay.
Dice and paper.
It's not dice. How many games are dice on a board? Like you love That's So Clever, and it's literally dice and paper.
Yeah, dice and paper. But that's because I'm going in there knowing that that's
Fair
like
enough.
a light, easy
Listen,
game.
I understand why you don't like it.
I think if I want to play like a chessy game, I'm not going to go for this one. I'll go for Santorini.
Yeah, fair point. And I think that those scratch similar itches. I prefer Quantum over Santorini, but I get it. I get it. I'm not arguing with you. I think that's fair. I think that's actually a very good
point. Thank you.
It is a very good point. That is a very good comparative piece of, you know, Quantum versus Santorini, because that kind of shapes well into the art styles we like as well. You like chibi minis and like that kind of cute art style, which I also like, but not quite as much as you do. And I love space theme and space art and space
There's a character in Quantum that looks like Michael Jackson.
I'm not surprised that you don't like Quantum.
Yeah, it's not for me. Not for me, thank you. But I'll play it with you.
Well,
okay.
I don't have it.
No, but maybe someday.
You'll play it with me. Just to please me, and then you'll be like, okay, well, I played Quantum once, so now you have to play 4 games of Santorini.
Yeah, definitely. I just also am not good at Quantum. I think it's because I didn't know how to play this whole time. Okay, that was our second game, Quantum. I'm trying to think of a good way to work the word boring into it, but I don't think I can. Quantium is the only thing that comes to mind, and that's not right. Let's move on to my next game, which is going to be Patchwork. The best Uwe Rosenberg game, one might say, that's ever been created. Patchwork, my friends, is a very simple two-player game where you are just relaxing. You're building out this quilt. You're putting buttons on it. Beautiful game. Not ugly at all. It is a very relaxing, simple game that I think is just perfect. It's got a little bit of competition in it because you could be like, I know Jeff needs that piece, so I'm not going to let him have it. I want my blanket to be better than Jeff's blanket. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's easy. It's a perfect cottage game. I want to play this all the time. And one time we played it on the couch, and then that really set Jeff off because he couldn't get anything to stay on his board, and then now he really doesn't want to play it anymore.
I hated that so much.
He was so mad about it. He's like, everything is falling off my board. Oh, I'm never playing this on the couch again.
I need one of those things you have for your
TV tray.
laptop.
Oh, yeah. All right, Jeff, tell the people what you think about Patchwork.
This is another game that I don't hate by any means.
But do you even like it?
But I'd never pick it. I don't ever want to play it, but if you want to play it, I'll play it. It's one of those things that I know you love, so I'll play it because you love it.
Yeah.
But I suck at Patchwork. I'm terrible at it.
Maybe you're just bad at puzzles.
I think I am. I think I'm objectively bad at board games in general.
What?
To be honest. Yeah, I just think I am. I don't have that deep strategy thought process that a lot of people do. I'm very surface level, take my one turn and move on. I'm not I have a hard time seeing what everyone else is doing and forming that strategy.
Do you think that I'm better at board games than you?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever deny that.
I'm the best at board games.
Yeah, I think we were close last year, but I mean, here's what I would say. I think you are better at board games in general, but there's certain board game types that I am better at than you at.
Quantum.
I think I would be objectively better at Troops on a Map games.
Yeah.
We're getting off topic.
Okay,
here,
I know, but here's just a tangent. It's weird that I'm better than you at Santorini because any chess-like games, like that Cathedral one that we played, I was like, I don't really understand how.
For some reason, Santorini is a weird one because I am good at those types of games. But Santorini, I just can't get it. I just can't get it with the multiple levels and stuff. I don't know, my brain just
brain thinks in 3D.
My brain just goes, blah. I do agree with you. Patchwork has its place for me, wherein if it's
cottage,
I can see us if it's super nice in the summer,
Saturday morning,
having a coffee and playing it
just
out on the deck.
Just today, Saturday morning. Next game we have is a Jeffrey special.
I absolutely love Destinies by Lucky Duck. Destinies is a story building, kind of RPG-esque fantasy world where you are trying to fulfill your destiny by talking to NPCs and uncovering the clues and mysteries that your character is involved with in order to fulfill said destiny. It is very similar to video games that I enjoy a ton. There's an awesome app-driven narrative that comes with this game that I love, and Jamie absolutely despises it.
I do not despise it, but it despises me.
Jamie has a hard time, I don't understand.
I want to do the things. I want to know what I have to do.
She doesn't want to figure out what she needs to do.
It's the same blockage that I have when we play D&D. And it's what do I do? You could do anything. You could go anywhere. Talk to these people and then remember what they say. Do you know how many people you have to talk to in this game? And they all say things. And then 10 moves later.
It's not that much.
It's well, what did you find out at the fountain? And it's I don't remember what they said. Did I even go to a fountain?
I even suggested Jamie write down.
It's too much effort.
Notes if she wants to. And she wouldn't.
No.
And then the reason why you don't like this game is because you refuse to help yourself like this game.
But then you get to the very end. And I might be the first one to fulfill my destiny. But guess what? It's well, what about this thing?
Well, no, that's not entirely true. You are getting to the end game of fulfilling your destiny, and then there are certain story events you need to proceed through. But part of getting to your destiny is preparing yourself to make sure that when you get there, it's as easy a path as possible. That's the problem.
I don't know.
You've never won.
That's a lie. I won once. I won 1 out of the 3, but it was by a fluke, and it was very close.
This one pisses me off a little bit, not gonna lie. It's amazing. I don't understand Jamie's logic on...
You do all these things, Jeff.
Not liking this game.
All these things, and then suddenly you're just like, oh, because guess what? Like, you could talk to people, and he could be listening to my conversation to be like, I remember Jamie went here, and this thing happened. So then he gets to go to that thing and knows what the thing is.
Oh, so you're complaining because...
Stop listening to
we're
my
paying
turns.
attention to the game and we take
Don't
advantage
listen to
of you
my turns.
not.
I don't know. I don't hate the game. I would definitely continue to play it with all the expansions and everything like that.
Well, we're definitely getting the expansions at some point.
I love the app. I think the app is great. But it is just that, like...
It's not your cup of tea.
If you are not used to playing video games like that,
I don't think that's true.
I think it's true. Because, like, I think that would help
I'm
you
sure there's tons
get a
of people.
skill to do that, and I don't have that. Like, I'm not used to doing that. I'm not used to, like, going to these NPCs.
No. Wait. You're saying it's a skill in order to play this game. No,
excuse me,
all
mage.
you needed to do was just write down some notes. Like, be like, oh, hey,
I don't want to
like,
have to work extra for
this
the
isn't
game.
work, though. It's just...
I want the game to work for me.
No, it's not work, though. It's your downfall. It's your downfall that you can't remember conversations. It's not the game's fault you can't. So I'm saying, in order to counteract your issue, you could write down notes so that you could remember.
I went from the greatest board gamer in the world to being the one that...
I don't think anyone said
issue.
you were the... I don't think anyone said you were the greatest board gamer in the world.
I'm the best at board games.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
No,
I heard you say it right out loud.
that's weird that got misconstrued.
Oh, Jeffrey.
I don't think you'd be very good at a game of telephone.
Let's try it. Say something to me. Jamie's the coolest person ever. How'd I do?
Failed.
So, we have one more game to talk about. And it is a game that we do not own. We've played it quite a few, well, not quite a few, but we played it a few times.
Is this one we both don't like, or?
No, this is one that I like and you don't
Oh.
like. I like this game because it's freaking
We don't
adorable. We don't own it. We've already talked about the games.
I don't remember.
It's Everdell.
Oh, yeah.
So Everdell is just this beautifully adorable, super cute game with adorable creatures that just want you to do adorable things, and then you pick up all of these little resources. There's squishy berries, and there's like little gems, and there's this tree, and it's so visually amazing, and I love it. And I also think it's super fun. But
Fun.
Jeff doesn't like to play it, and every time we play it, you get a little bit sour about it.
I do.
It's just like, well, we can't ever play this game again.
We can. I don't enjoy playing it. I mean, I don't think I'm sour. I just don't like the game.
Sometimes you get a little sour because you're like, bleh. You're like, this stupid frog is all I can ever get. That's a direct quote.
I think you're misremembering.
I don't think so.
It is beautiful. The artwork
Stunning.
is amazing.
Adorable.
It reminds me of, Redwall, those books. So I love all of that. I think the tree is silly.
It's pretty.
Yeah, but like pulling the cards off the tree, just drives me nuts.
It's because he doesn't have dainty enough fingers.
That drives me nuts.
He's got clunky
And
hands.
I just don't get the enjoyment of the mechanics of the game. Like, I always feel like I'm working against the game. It's a similar feeling I get playing against, they're playing in, Spirit Island. Where, I feel like I just can't get anything to work right for me.
Because you're always looking for a specific card.
Well, I'm buying cards and I'm like, this doesn't actually ever do anything for me. And then, I'm not good at it. I mean, I'm not defining all of my dislikes because I don't like, or I'm not good at a game.
That's how I usually do it.
But I just really struggle to figure out how the cards work. I don't know. Every time I play it, I'm just like, I don't get the hype on this game. I don't understand it. I do want to like it. I do really want to like it. I like the mechanic that you have, where you're building out your little, I don't know what it's called in the game. Yeah, your little village or whatever. And the art is phenomenal. But every time I play it, I'm just like, meh. I'd rather play something else.
We haven't played with any of the expansions. I wonder if that would change it for you.
Probably would.
But yeah, I think it's because so many of the same cards come up over and over and over again, and Jeff is always like, well, I'm looking for this one card and it's never coming up, or I know.
Yeah. I always feel like I make the wrong decision in that game.
Yeah.
I always make the wrong decision. It's like, okay, I'm going to go for these sets of cards, and then it's like you never see one the rest of the game, and I'm like,
you never
okay,
seen it again.
I was given no opportunity to be successful in this game.
Not even one chance.
Yeah.
Not even one opportunity.
Anyway.
Couldn't even seize the moment.
Yeah.
Just capture it. Not let it slip. How are your knees? Are they weak? But those are 5 more games that we disagree on. I'd be really interested to hear your guys' thoughts on these games. There's really not that many games, I think, that we like fully disagree on.
No, because all these games I play.
All these games I play. But we will probably be doing another list like this sometime in the future because we just keep playing more and more games. And sometimes I love them, and sometimes Jeff
Clans of Caledonia.
Oh, God.
That's one for the next list.
We haven't even talked about Agricola yet.
True. I haven't played Agricola in a hot minute.
But those are 5 more games that we disagree on. Me and him. Always in a disagreement. This clown. Not even
a well-known clown.
Not even a well-known clown.
A nobody clown.
Just a nobody. If you are interested in buying board games, like some of the ones we mentioned today, specifically the ones that I love, like Horrified or Patchwork or Everdell, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us here in Halifax, that is...
Boardroom Game Cafe.
Heck yeah, it is. Do you want to switch? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see,
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now,
we say
goodbye.
Later
Goodbye.
days.
Yeah, that was a good office joke. Hopefully, you guys are going to be able to hear us. Can you hear me? We got to speak up, okay, Jeff?
No, but like, why is the volume so low?
Because this is up higher. Was up higher.
Why?
Hello? I don't know, Jeff. It's a big world. A lot of smells. Ready?
I don't know. That doesn't seem like it's catching us.
But it is.
Look at the...
Good. Use the fuel. Okay, so... Seriously. Whoop. Jeff's sister is interrupting the video. Frickin' rude. Burv. Does Bev watch our videos?
No.
Oh, Bev.
She probably doesn't even know we do this.
Maybe not.
I'm going to click my way to victory.
What does that say?
I need to pee. Can I go pee?
That's a board game. Yeah.